You can put any picture you want. You know what I mean?
Okay, where do you think I should put it? Like here or like there?
Let me see. Yeah, I think this is good. This is good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. And the sound is like good. Okay, we'll be starting shortly. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming to the San Francisco launch of my new book, Glib, Finishing This Press. Very excited to be reading with tonight. We're going to start presenting today. She has an incredible book out, Social Changes, called Not Us Now. continues to sear, to throw, to shape, to shadow. And what of the sun, how it built each pixel and each eye, builds each eye and hands that meet. And what of the sun, how it casts these hands and the seizure of sense between hands that meet to clasp a shared cache, a face without margin. And what of the sun, when the airplane meets its shadow above sea, above white caps that curl and flip and form and fit moments before horizon movement, itself a terminal arrows, force, arrows, force. And what of the hands, and what of the hands? What of the hands that meet to say we are the way church holds its music? We are the brief soak of silence when the power lines in a storm went down and the music stopped. And what of the sun, if the quiver shot valley like a church could hold its music? Then would be still, unravel the fractal wardens of will. Then would be still, then would be still, then would be still. Give it up again for Zoe. It's so stunning. I'm just like always in awe when she reads. And next we have Matt Proctor. You can get some of the zines back on the table. You can also get Zoe's book on the table. And yeah, I feel like Matt is not only an incredible poet, he's also a great musician, and he's been such a muse and inspiration for glib coming into fruition as well. And yeah, you'll see kind of the dailiness in his work, it's really like New York school and also like his own methods. Give it up for Matt.
Congratulations, Ashley, on this incredible book. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be a part of it in any way. What an astonishing debut. The Phenom, I'm going to say it at the end probably, but I'm just going to read four pieces that are sort of in conversation with glib and the adventure of our lives. And so this first piece I wrote yesterday, and it quotes from Ashley. 4/28/25, mass of flowers. All be yourself, portal to the past. Lloyd Lake, fantasy golf waterfall. We went on a field trip every week. Dancing fingers man didn't go. Fuck the 4-4. It's what I had to take to school. San Francisco. Did you walk in or did you flew? Smart and final. Is that the poor people's store? That's usually where they have my toothpaste. One time I was on the bus and befriended these girls, and we were playing 21 guns on the bus. Bus driver's talking to everybody. His name is Matt too. Ashley points out the Safeway where she first rented Diary of a Teenage Girl. That's the precinct where her mom took her to scare her from shoplifting. That's the bus that goes to the ocean. Oh look, there's another bitter end. We just need to eat and feel better. There's plenty of time to do everything. Being a poet's gotten too expensive. My hoodie of fog, throw my dollar on the floor. I did the lava chicken song. Do 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 do. Pour some sugar on me. Come on like a bomb, baby. Come on, turn it on. I used to laugh inside. Take the bottle, pour it up. In the east, we have Sea-Town. Rossetti's, D'Agostino's, bodegas on practically every corner. Moonlighting as myself, do a little tight chest purple thigh crush, but the crowd's reality remains unshattered. His house of cards, my hall of mirrors. She's ordering the Kerouac, tequila, rum, cranberry juice, orange. Living the life of Richard Sauvage, winner of the MacArthur, winner of the Guggenheim, winner of the Fulbright, yada, Bredlow, McDowell, yada, yada, yada. Ashley sprays me with the lavender hand sanitizer since the days of 48. That's the booth where she interviewed the umbrellas. Pretty alcoholic, just like its namesake. Wait, smell my strawberry 75. They give good my time. She has 4 copies of Ulysses. Good, you need 4. The Irish counselor gives it away. I should call him when I get back. I'm aging like Jerry Garcia. No more jokes. Total immersion in the carousel circus, white lights on Christian Anderson Midtown. You feel like you're in a fall of the hill. We're supposed to advocate for this meeting, handing out every Bible on his roster, free drinks. I was trying to do the right thing, echoing off the closed walls. Everybody here drinks to the extent of fun. Sometime on this trip, we need to go to Hippie Hill and bring a speaker. Bow, wow, wow room. Ashley had her 18th birthday at Saki San Sushi because they have private karaoke rooms. Driverless Waymo, dystopian host pilots. I have to wake the phone babies in 2 minutes. Ashley's book will have been out in all the states except Hawaii. Repainted at McDonald's from the 80s at Space Camp and called it the Singularity. This is a running gag in our towners. Sporting a drug made out of a shipping blanket for babies. The sea feels like drying your hands in an air dryer. Something else is going on here. Is Billy Madison proto-Wes Anderson? I texted the big bomb my do-rag. I don't agree with the construction of this burrito. I'll fight none of them. It's a challenge to eat the whole thing. No problemo. The sauce is dripping out the bottom of the super burrito onto my notebook, bringing the real world into the work. Our editor's greenland was enough. Bodied the entire thing because sometimes you have to. I have decided to show up in terms of revenue. Got by in the land of the giga-chads. Carson only left the United States 3 times by the late 70s. Wants to play a club date with Paul Anka in London. He's not famous other places. 10Xers, 20Xers. It's further behind now. Coming back at 40, having watched about 7 quarters of the Happy Madison films. This is better water. Good seeing you, Alan Cover. It's funny you look almost just like Mel Gibson, but not. Nick Swartzen, I told you it was rainy night in Georgia. Trying to be sneaky about it. 2-week extension and hope to get to keep my job. Greasy thumbprint shows through the page. Your past is this great city you can walk through and look at old and new things, watching Adam Sandler movies with you. And I'm gonna, so these are for my zines. My zines are kind of a running dialogue with glib. And so these are about Ashley. This one's from a war commercial. This is 2/1/24. Kurt Russell breaks down his most iconic roles. Oil pulling, artificial scarcity. Ashley won the whole fucking thing. This is right when she got the email about. Laddie Buck typewriter innards. They locked me in the health food grocery store, not knowing I was still inside after it closed. My insurance settlement was like a fraction of a grant. Angelo Badalamenti composed the theme music for Inside the Actor's Studio. Did Priscilla pass the Bechdel test? I think that's what it was about. Jacob Elordi was good as Elvis. The movie revolved around him. Pizza party for getting good grades. Shit, I'm almost 40. Better make something out of my life quick. The River Lounge set up for a B-Day cluster. I'll have to write tuition dark road work at the Photo Hotel. Need a lot of material because I never read the same thing twice. Thanks, Abs, for that facsimile paper. Eyes like most Isley Cantina band. Lawyer on retainer throws me shady recognition enlargements. Pleasure gun in the top floor of my roll-top desk. Colored noir art deco thwarted by the war. Falling asleep over you in a gone city. This is from Vigilante Justice. Thank you. Dinosaur. This is called Dinosaur, which is from the movie Clifford. There's a lot of references to that. Comedy movies, because that's our love language. Be right back, going to Dinosaur World. I've got to get Ashley into Shep. Watching her is an important stage in any relationship. Jack Kerouac, birthday week, March 12th. Historian artists of easy, rough humor, blocks from faffs. I think Whitman would be at open mic. Sentenced to Brooklyn, Whitman would love KGB. Scenes from a curb from a life. Fuck it spending. James Dean in East of Eden. What is the Muse's fee? How much of the gross does the Muse get? We are our own secret, hiding at the bottom of the mass of the city. I have poems about the place I'm reading. I am a lawyer on behalf of beauty. The thing about taking the high road is you never get there. I'll just read one more piece, and once again, I'm really honored to be here. I'm super proud of the book. This is called Lava Chicken. What makes a good person? 6 Ways to Sunday. This is Act 3 tonight. Taco Bell salon with Empire State views at the foot of Madison Avenue where it begins at 23rd Street. I'd like to stay for another hour. Is my current style just aping a friend, exaggerating the flirtation and indulgences of J.A.? I pick up George Washington parade from time to time to reassess its worth. Getting your book into every bookstore in America is its own reward. Coupled with the spread in the Times book section and gushing word for the blind and the pope. They have to know what you're talking about through inference, otherwise it doesn't work. Growing up at 160 Waverly Place, the child of diplomat implants, raised to see other future movie stars at school, alert to the egregious. The country hasn't been open since Reagan. He likes when the poem takes place at the time, although imagination offers us glimpses into parallel universes. In the mezzanine, eating chocolate soap pie at 63 Madison Avenue, testing material for the show on Monday. He demonstrates the pratfall in his kitchen at age 64. I don't care if you like it, that's the point, with the bearing of icicle Caesar and sharkskin suit, except he never wore that, but in retrospective imagination. Pep talks had the opposite effect on me. It was class warfare, my supremacist pastime, stealing time away from me after school, when they'd already had enough. That tendency has stayed with me because it's too hard and no fun to be good. Playing in the sand is not how adults make money. You have to learn something other people don't know how to do, to offer something infectious that they don't have. The leading teenager of a generation, they could have picked him at random out of the lineup. Comment says my take is mid, pieces of the facades crumble off. Is why the scaffolds are there. My point exactly. I'll take my chances, just get rid of them. Stress not on their white chest, or is it a torn muscle? Vince McMahon set a bad example as I reassuringly see Adam Scott's under-eye wrinkles have kept up, taking a decade to levitate. Slow process of gradual acclimation takes years upon years to really sink in. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Up-pitching old soul vocals. He did the same thing to me, taking me out to dinner at a bar. I provide a venue for people to be more popular. Maybe a few thousand saw it. Let them have it, reaping rewards, stalemated by expensive living. That's what I thought too. The effect was already thinning and dying. I was letting myself go to see if there was anybody who cared enough to save me. If you can sell out the place, they'll let you have it. Soapy authoritative directives bubble periodically at the surface of my alphabet soup, which was a delicious cereal when poured with milk. Eating it as you were teaching literacy. Residual attachment to the pop-punk serial killer from the horror franchise of their teen years, which impressed heavily upon us with our need to be cool in the ways handed down from legacy gatekeepers at Viacom. I waited on them briefly at the expense account restaurants. They were to vanish over the last decade and a half as we phased into a new class of money-wasting commanders of public thinking and attention. So defensive in my blocking comments, trying to keep out the truth. I hope I feel better tomorrow, or just fix the facade for good, or let it fall. This whole place smells like a chicken wing sandwich with cheese from White Castle. All I made is food stops today, transcribing the blood I lost on the page as I go. 6 plausible beers later. He's no longer sending me poem text. interested in knowing more but afraid to ask. We could stay here all night checking the weather for tomorrow, but is there more to eat and how much does it cost? Because I'm trying to plan my day, deploying to Williamsburg and staying at Ashley's. The three movements of April 9th doesn't like to consider itself a work of autofiction. It's just a tumbleweed that picks up the grips of remarks as it rolls along to nowhere. Thank you. I mean, we're so proud of this amazing book, and I mean, it really is amazing. Ashley completely deserves this, and the book is like an incredible school of form. I've been looking through it a lot, and it's amazing how mature these poems are, and it's exciting that things from our lives are being made into this really amazing poetry, and I love being alive with you, Ashley. Give it up for Ashley Escobar.
Thank you all for being here, and thank you so much, Zoe and Matt, for your beautiful words. And yeah, I'm so excited to share with you. So I'm going to start with the first poem from the book. It's called Post-Alcohol for Spiral. We are in the shop. The perfect functional beverage should have zero sugar or sugar alternatives. I'm a sweetener stuck in perpetual genesis. I don't have ideas, just words. Cherry blossom LaCroix tastes like a cherry cordial. Chocolates are for breakfast, but I don't eat breakfast out of contempt. Is noise dad rock? At least that's what Thurston asks me. I'd rather play guitar than write. I want to paint layers and layers of noise, celestial sound. Whatever happened to well-known keys? I'm a posty it girl. I drive Littleton Subway into a lighthouse. I either create or curate panels. I'm a speed walker, fast talker, soul stalker. The eyes I employ, the eyes I destroy, dissect, control. I'm laboring under a misconception that everything is cringe. What isn't cringe? I'll speak in hieroglyphics. I'll be prolific after I get the decrepit cat to play piano. We are in the shop as our mansion. It's okay to be perfectly disgraceful. I'm perfect. Are you perfect? Walking New York is like scrolling the internet. Woody's right about decay. And this one is called Abortion Bitch. I'm building a city on my iPhone. Will you throw the soup on Warhol? My hands are tied by Lolita hair ribbons. I'm moving into a library. I'll sleep underneath the signed first edition of The Capture of the Rye and steal stale popcorn from the cinema next door. Is this avant-garde? Is this REI? No, this is not REI. Did you just say this is REI? We are in the shop. Can no longer serves teenage art pose. Is this tweed? Is this avant-garde? Is this improvisation? Is this jazz? Is this a revelation? Is this a moving part? Am I a moving part? Are we moving parts of a tandem bike rolling into the Central Park pond? Why do people stop being so beautiful? Quit using the word cinematic to describe life. The Greeks didn't have moving images, they spun pots. Am I a moving image? I'm 3 years younger than Dorothy Parker. This one's called An Abode. We are neither winners nor saints. A man without a face spreads his arms like a dove inside an empty taqueria. It's raining and nightfall helps me remember my dreams. I don't think the candle belongs on the board game. It belongs on Lou Reed or perhaps Andy Warhol. Spiral thinks he looks embalmed hanging on the wall, and I hear pillars dampen the smell of decomposition. I'm the soldier child of a static consciousness, subdued joy. I'm no corn dog. Am I a liar if I enjoy lying? I'm Andy Warhol and I need a house. I found a house, but I can't reclaim the past. Does the book smell like incense? This one is called Anyway. Today and tomorrow's bliss. Loneliness is watching our time a window looking out onto an empty street. Winter stretched its arms open, we hid until the blueness caught us. Gravitate toward distance, silence, sit and stare. February nearly killed you. Dawn is no longer mine. Our repentance holds what we keep unsaid. Our dreams stay pure. Owls are no longer strangers. Nightfall reflects in your eyes. Everything here is slowly turning, patient in the rain, and the trees stand like people, and the people stand like trees. Sorry, let me find this song. This one is called Wake, Bake, Get Laid. Everything is orange. I'm your unresolved sonnet. Let's get a shot of my existential ennui on the second floor of Dwayne Reed. These are the endtimes. East Coast wildfire season to follow, train derailment. The stores have run out of mini composition notebooks, but I'm an ongoing diary of a teenage girl. I'm from San Francisco, but into discord and discourse. This is the summer of cold brew, rolling joints and ignoring calls from ArtNet because you're too busy binging Woody Allen and fucking a 22-year-old. We are wild at heart. I simultaneously wear bell-bottom jeans and an American Apparel tennis skirt. It depends on how you turn the kaleidoscope. We interloped at the right time. I play tambourine in our imaginary band and record your stand-up routines. There has to be a future. Your bite mark hasn't left my right arm. I forgive you for not eating your half of the shrimp. Just leave a spot for me in your diary. And this is my last poem. It's called 5 Months on the Go. I find new songs from old ones. 5 Months on the Go by Dear Nora came on once to fall as what to fail ended, then followed me on the train as pale pink clouded the sky. The houses along the Hudson remind me of Half Moon Bay. I want to read the boat names, but they're still covered for winter. Only trees reveal themselves. We finished Palo Alto at 4 a.m. because of daylight savings. I was asleep for most of it. I had too much pride to admit I was high, so I stared at a blank page. 5 months on the go, and I don't know where I am right now. I was on this 513 train in October. I had just met a poet who never replied to the playlist I made him. I didn't know Bernadette Mayer back then. Couldn't find grapefruit, so I settled for acorn. Did sky piece from the ground. Whispered my name to a pebble. Penelope still has it. I told the poet I want to intertwine music with the intimate. Our soundtrack's coming from my Marshall speaker, an underground bunker in Williamsburg, El Quixote's overhead sound system, the poet's PA, KGB Red Room, Penelope's car, her Alexa, Lenny K at Algonquin. My world is turned upside down. Last time we went to Red Alone, I didn't know who I should be for Halloween. The poet declined Bella Ciao and played the SNL closing song. I went home as Annie Hall and closed my eyes to wake up for school. Every adult sounded like one on Charlie Brown. I threw muffins at the wrong people. November led to sharing the poet's futon. I did everything for the bid, waited for the year to pass. I saw the poet's noise show, but that was sincere. I was the only one who danced. In San Francisco, I retraced the steps that I took when I was younger. Up Noriega and Haight on the bus, then I stepped out into the fog. I got a pin that reads outpatient at the teenage art ward, back home in the fog. I only know it in fragments. Strawberry, lemonade, ketchup stains, bonfire minus the fire, waiting 55 degrees may as well be spring. Skin contact is what they call orange wine, but we go for the white. I found a use for color. I haven't written anything honest in 5 months. With 9 coal-stained lips, I finally doubled the children's dose. I keep a gold star around my neck,
Spirit